Hey guys, hi, this is Abhishek, Master Teacher of Physics at Vedantu. And today, I am here to tell you what are the best ways to learn so that in the next 150 days, you end up being a 100 percentile topper. So then, let's get into that. Today, let's discuss 3 proper tips which you can apply in your life to be a 100 percentile topper in CBSE 10 boards. Just 3 tips guys, starting from the first tip. The first tip is to know what you're learning, what you're gaining knowledge. What I mean by that is to know your syllabus. Talking specifically about physics, if I consider the optics unit, that is light and human eye, there is just 12 marks for that. And then we come on to electricity and magnetic effects. That contains about 13 marks. In total, 25 marks from the first 2 units itself of physics. And then you have one random chapter, that is sources of energy, isn't it? So if I break that down into two parts, for example, if I take optics and if I divide into 2 parts for light and human eye, from my past 5 to 6 years of experience and from past analyzing 10 to 15 years of paper, we have come across that about 8 to 10 marks out of the 12 marks of optics chapter comes from the light chapter itself, where you may face ray diagrams, numericals, sign convention questions or conceptual questions. And then comes with the human eye part, which comes sometimes for 3 marks and comes sometimes for 5 marks in total, which usually faces something related to parts of the human eye, or sometimes it comes the natural phenomena. Natural phenomena are always a sure shot question. For example, what are those natural phenomena? Number 1, why is the sky blue? Why during the evening it's red and reddish? Questions like that, depending upon atmospheric refraction, scattering of light and all those stuff. Then it comes to electricity. Similar to this, in electricity also, electric current chapter has majority of marks and magnetic effects again has a minimum amount of marks. The point in me telling you this is, when you know how much marks is coming from this particular chapter, not only in physics, but comparing all the other subjects, you know which chapter to focus upon more, isn't it? When you know that sources of energy will come only for 2 to 3 marks, why will you invest more amount of time for that chapter? We all must invest more amount of time in light and electricity, isn't it? That's the whole point. So this is something called as smart work rather than hard work. Both of them have one common thing, that you have to work. That's important. You need to work, you need to be smart enough, and also you need to do hard work. So guys, the first tip for all of you, know your syllabus and the marking scheme. That's a very much important thing. So for all of your information and regarding all this marking scheme, we are putting down the marking scheme and the syllabus of 2019 CBSE 10 Board Examinations in the descriptions below. So check that out. Coming down to number 2 guys, one of the most important point for today, that is, make your own notes. You see, what happens is, whatever you read up, it just stays in your mind. For how many days? 1 day? 2 days? 1 week? 1 month? I'm pretty sure without the proper revision, it might not end up staying in your mind until the time of your examination. So what do? We make our own notes, because when you make your own notes, you write down each and every point in your own words. And that's what is important, because what you have written by yourself, how can you forget that? Isn't it? Exactly correct. I believe all of you guys are able to sense that part out. So here is the best tip, how to make your own notes. Okay? Never read something and then note down whatever you have. That is just copying, or that is just testing how much you remember. Every week, after you have done studying all the stuff in your entire week from Monday to Saturday, sit on a Sunday, spend 1 hour and then just write down what you remember. And when you write down what you remember that that's what you do in your examination. So you're writing an examination right there, and you're writing down what and all you remember. And if you know that which part you don't remember, you can just go back and study that and come back later and write it down again. Correct? Isn't that amazing? And that's going to stay with you throughout your life, because you wrote down that yourself in your own words, have not copied a single line from your textbook or from Google. Correct? And then guys, It's not only necessary that by making your own notes, you'll be doing something really great. No, not at all. You don't have to just make your own notes, but you have to also revise them daily. So what we're going to do in the upcoming videos and all, we'll discuss something about a timetable, the best timetable which you all, not only one or two, which all of you can follow to actually become the 100 percentile topper. Correct? Now, finally, moving on to the third point. It's not something very easy to do. It's a very difficult thing to do, guys. Very, very difficult thing to do. That is maintaining your own formula book and revising it every week. Now everyone thinking, so what is this formula book? Is it not related to the notes? No, guys. When you make notes, make sure that you make notes separately for each and every subject. Each subject should have their own dedicated notes. I have seen many students making their own notes and they mix up all the subjects together, and I've seen them, it's like rearrange the jumbled words. Correct. You have some English words, you have to jumble it again, rearrange it again. Same thing happens there. One page science, other part is maths, and like they're confused all in all. So they maintain a dedicated notebook for that particular part, and also make sure that you have a dedicated notebook as a formula book in which you only and only write down the formulas after each and every chapter you have completed. And with that, what will happen is when you are near the examination, that is CBSE 10th, one night before or 2 nights before, you just are flipping out the pages. And when you're flipping that out after weekly revisions during this entire month, you are able to remember each and every word, each and every alphabet, number of that particular formulas. It's all stored there because you have been doing that every day, every week. Correct? Just remember that how much confidence you would have gained during that time. Correct, guys? I'll just let you know one more thing. That is the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that bit small extra. So if you are ready to go on to that extra mile, then my dear students, you can actually change your entire life. So guys, I believe all of you guys have noted down all those points. Correct? Many of you guys would have already been following this. I just want to congratulate all of them. You're doing a great job, my friend. You're doing a great job. All those students who have not been following this, start following today. Take care. I'll just repeat the final 3 points, the final 3 tips which you have to remember. Number 1, what is it? What is, guys? Let me know. Number 1, that is know the marking scheme and your own syllabus. Number 2, make your own self notes. Number 3, maintain a separate formula book and revise your own notes as well as the formula book every week. So we'll meet you guys in the next video. Before the next video, let me just give you a hint what we're going to cover in the next video. In the next video, we are going to come up with the best timetable which you guys can follow for the entire time period which you have left. For example, now only 150 days are left. So we'll get onto that in the next week. So stay tuned for that. Next week we're going to release that. And also, if you guys have any specific doubts like which books to follow, questions, something like that, please put down in the comments below of this particular video. We'll definitely, guys, would love to help you guys out. Take care. So guys, until the next video, this is Abhishek. We'll meet you guys in the next one. Bye bye. See ya. What is learning? Learning is not something which you read, mug up, and then go write in your examinations. Learning is when you gain knowledge, apply it in your life, and then change it. That's what learning is all about.